Hey everybody, it's Christopher Small, the Unconventional Attorney. Today I want to talk to you about how to handle objections. Before I get to that, though, I want to remind you, if you are not subscribed to the world's greatest law firm owner newsletter of all time, you can do so by going to the unconventionalattorney.com/newsletter. Okay, so today's topic comes from my weekly coaching group meeting. I think we call it the boardroom, but we were talking about sort of how to handle objections. I was telling them about some conversations that I was having with some potential clients. People were asking me how to handle several different sort of scenarios that came up, and I thought I would talk about it today. To begin, let's talk about what we're talking about when we're talking about objections. So we're talking about selling things. I hear talking about sales, and objections, the way I look at them, are really questions or statements that demonstrate to me that I have done a poor job of outlining the complete value that my service is providing. So if somebody asks questions related to price, related to service, related to comparison to other people, related to experience, related to anything, I just see that as an opportunity to provide some additional information, to demonstrate how we're different from other people if I can, and then also just continue to build rapport, continue to build trust, and continue to, again, just demonstrate how I can give the value that people are looking for. One of the things that I see happen all the time, though, when it comes to overcoming these objections or handling these objections, is a failure to prepare, all right? What I've always tried to do is make sure that when a question is asked to me, like in person or over the phone with a real life person, that I've thought of that question beforehand, that I have thought about how I would answer it, that I have often practiced how I would answer it, and that I've run through the different follow-up questions that could potentially be asked and then done the same thing. You know, it's not rocket science what people are gonna ask about when you are talking to them about legal services that they might wanna have. It's not rocket science if you are in car sales. I don't know. It's not rocket science in everything. You can have a good idea of what people are going to ask you, and you can prepare to answer those questions before they come and talk to you. You can also be aware of your particular limitations, I might call them, and then also be prepared to talk about those as well. One of the examples that I used today was, I'm 40, right? But I look like I'm pretty young. Back in the day, I looked like I was very young. So when I was 30, I looked like I was 24, 23. So I would always have potential clients asking me, like, are you even an attorney? Like, you look so young. They would be making references to my age. I had to think about how to handle those questions, how to handle those comments, how to handle those statements in a way that, demonstrated that I could handle myself, to demonstrate that I could represent them in a good way, to give them the confidence that I was the right person for the job. And if I hadn't thought about that at all, if I hadn't prepared how to respond to those questions, those comments, those statements, then it wouldn't have gone probably very well. And if I wouldn't have thought about how they answered or responded, then it also would not have gone very well. So just like anything in life, when you have the opportunity to sort of control the situation, when you have an opportunity to control the flow, when you have an opportunity to control the conversation, take advantage of that. Not in a bad way, but take advantage of the fact that you have an idea of what's going to be asked, that you can ask questions that will elicit certain other questions. Take the time to think through that. Take the time to create an experience that makes people trust you, that makes people have confidence in you, that demonstrates the service that you can provide, and then practice that so it just gets better. What we do is great. I'm very proud of the service that we provide, but if I can't do a good job of explaining that to people, if I can't do a good job of demonstrating that to people, we're not going to have any clients. So sales really for me isn't about trying to be sneaky with someone. It's not about trying to overcome objections, right? It's not about trying to be aggressive. It's not trying to get the sale. For me, it's sort of trying to get in front of someone that needs my help, show them that I can probably help them with their problem, offer to help them, and have them accept that help. Like, that's what that's all about. That's what sales is all about. So try to put yourself in those situations where you have people that need your help, that you demonstrate that you can help, and then you're going to just answer additional questions about the value that you can provide as you get into the conversation. Some people call objections to be overcome. Like I said, I feel like those are just clarifying questions that tell me that I haven't done a great job of explaining exactly how valuable our service is. All right, so to summarize, just prepare. Think about what people are going to ask. Think about what people are going to follow up after you say something, so that the first time you respond to a question is not the time that you're sitting across from someone and they're asking you the question. All right, that's it. Hopefully this made sense. Hopefully it helps. And if it does, that's great. I'm happy to have helped you. If you are, as always, not subscribed to the world's greatest law firm owner newsletter of all time, you can do so by going to theunconventionalattorney.com/newsletter. Every Sunday, I send you some goodness. It's free. It's amazing. Go get it. Otherwise, that's it for today. So, as always, thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I appreciate you, and I'll talk to you again soon. See ya.